Nothing can stop me. I'm on the way up. When you believe in yourself, you put a trust in God, a faith in God that is uncompromisable. You believe, you know, you have faith, know that God is working on your behalf, behind the scenes, and sometimes right in front of your face. We all have trust issues at one point in time or another. You get on that ride, you are scared to death, but you got on that ride nonetheless. So you had to have some form of faith to get on that ride. When you got on that horse, you don't have a conversation with that horse before you get on it. You might be compromising yourself in some ways, but God is still giving you the energy, the faith, and giving that horse the power to carry it. Excuse me. When I used to go to upstate, and I used to go to different, I'll say they had these different, not banquets, what do you call it? I don't know how much the words today. We used to go to these different workshops, I'll call them, okay? But you slept overnight. And you had to clean up and you had to, help. It was more of a community environment where everyone came together and, you were learning about spirituality, but you were also living it. A retreat, excuse me. Thank you, folks. Thank you, God. Retreats. I used to go to this retreat upstate that had horses in the background. And every time we took the walks, I'd go and I'd visit the horses. The horses always ran if they weren't out already, if they weren't out of the stables. They'd run to the sideline where we would walk. And you'd be able to talk to the horses and pet them. Horses are very smart. I feel that they are spiritual animals. When we look at our animals, sometimes we don't see them as being on the same level. Animals are very intelligent. Let's not forget that fact. And even when you speak to them, they're understanding you just as you are understanding the whole experience. I remember my experience even with birds, although I have experience with birds every day. But this one specific experience when I went to Vipassana, and I was able to meditate. Every morning I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning. That baby bird was right there waiting for me. I'm going to say waiting for me because sometimes that bird would already be there. And then I would come and I would join. When my meditation was over, the bird would fly away. Know that we have a connection with animals beyond measure, okay? Even the runner who's running with their dogs. How you doing? Even the individuals who take care of the animals. I told you guys that experience is on here about that owl that I connected with. We have to begin to really realize how fruitful our lives are through having the experience with animals. You don't have to necessarily have a pet, although there is a pet library that rents out animals as pets so that you can see how you get along with the pet, before making the, making that bond of actually adopting a pet. It's important, one, that we realize that when we get up and we take these walks, when we get out and we embrace nature, this is something that enhances our lives. You think that grounding yourself is something that you shouldn't do? It's something that you should do. You take off your shoes and your feet, connect with that soil. Remember, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. That's the soil you're going to be going into when you leave here. God created everything with reason. That tree is not just there just stand there for no apparent reason. And when you hug that tree, you're making a necessary connection. So if you don't want to hug the tree, maybe just take your shoes off and walk through the grass, or just stand planted in that grass. There's so many things, so many unique things that we are learning and that are unfolding in our lives. It's time that we open up and allow it to happen. Don't close yourself off because you think something sounds crazy or weird. Open up, allow yourself the opportunity to really learn and grow. When someone comes to you and they tell you something, perhaps that is a learning experience. Perhaps God is allowing these two people to come together, or this person to come to you, so that you can gain something, gain knowledge. You know, your teacher is your teacher, but you're also your teacher's teacher, because you're learning together through that reciprocated word, okay? Remember that throughout this day, because sometimes we start our day and we don't want to hear anything. We want to close ourselves off. Open yourself open yourself up to the new opportunities, as well as the world of knowledge that is coming to you. We have so many different opportunities coming to us. Allow yourself to embrace the experience and to love the energy as it unfolds. That's been my word. End of the room. You have a wonderful